Welcome to Selling South of Boston, your go-to resource for everything real estate on the South Shore and beyond.
We're your hosts, Renee,
Kim,
Laura.
local real estate experts, educators, and advocates helping buyers and sellers navigate today's market with confidence.
Whether you're thinking about buying your first home, selling your current one, or just love staying in the know with what's happening in our local market, you're in the right place.
Each week, we break down real estate strategies, share insider tips, and talk through real-life scenarios we see every day right here in Mass, so you can make smarter, more informed decisions.
so grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk real estate south of Boston.
So today's episode is what buyers are getting wrong about mortgages right now, the Plymouth, Mass edition. Welcome back to the Selling South of Boston's podcast. I'm Laura. We have Kim, Renee, our guest Mike Tutulio here, and we're talking about what buyers are really asking right now and honestly what they're getting wrong. So today we are joined by Mike from Radius Financial Group. Thanks for coming, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
You know, finances can make or break any home purchase, obviously, because we need to have funds in order to
Absolutely, yeah.
buy a home, correct?
We do, and people are going on ChatGPT and asking us things like, can I buy a house with 5% down, or should I wait for rates to drop? So today we're getting real answers.
Yeah. So let's start with what everybody's asking. Can I actually afford to buy right now?
Can I afford to buy right now? So this is a big thing. A lot of people, like you said, ChatGPT, Google, they're looking everything up online, and they really have no idea what to actually ask. They don't know what qualifying income is. They don't know, they don't know all these things. So realistically, if they want to find out what they actually can afford, they can just give me a call, and I can run all the paperwork. I can go through everything, and if they can afford to buy right now, great. If they're comfortable, go ahead, go shopping. And if not, I'll guide you. I'll guide you how to get there. I'll show you exactly what we need to do to get you in a buying position. And sometimes that could take 2 or 3 years, but there's no problem with that. Call every couple weeks, couple months, and keep everything updated and get you ready to go.
What are some of the things that buyers think that matter, but they really don't?
Everybody's always looking for the perfect situation. They want the perfect amount of money down. They want to clear all their debt, and that actually holds them up for years, and it ends up costing them more money in the long term. I mean, as you know, prices of houses just keep going up, and up, and
They do.
Even if you bought a few years ago, even at a much higher rate. As opposed to now, you're making up for all your savings. You're actually going past it and paying more because of the principal that's getting added to your loan. So it ends up costing you more money waiting for that perfect situation.
Wow. So let's clear this up, Mike. How much does someone actually need to buy a home in Plymouth? And we have, 3% down, you hear 5% down, you hear 20% conventional, first-time home buyers programs. So realistically, what does someone need in order to buy a home here in Plymouth?
It's really going to come down to which program fits them the best. You can get first-time home buyers can do conventional 3%. You can get into FHA 3.5%. If it qualifies for USDA, or if you're a veteran, you can do 100% financing, so you don't have to put anything down on the house. And then you can go, if it's not your first home, the minimum is going to be 5%, and then you can go as much as you want, go as high as you want. But there's so many programs out there. There's also Mass Housing, which has down payment assistance, and you can do that in Plymouth as well. A ton of programs out there. So whatever the situation is, I'm going to tailor suit it to what fits you best.
So we get this question daily: should buyers wait for rates to drop?
No, stop waiting. That's what a lot of people are doing. Like I just said, the rise, it keeps. I was looking at a chart. I think in the past it was like the past 75 or 100 years. But not the mortgage meltdown, not including that. I think there were 2 times in the past 75 years that the cost of housing dropped. Every other year in that entire time, it went up. Prices went up and up and up.
Well, and what we see when that happens, when rates go down, what do you think happens?
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Everybody jumps into the market, so now you've got even more competition. So that's a good answer, Mike.
yeah.
Mike, could you clarify what the difference is between pre-approval and pre-qualified? I know that sometimes people don't understand
Yeah.
the
so-
difference between the two.
Yeah, some people think the pre-qualification is the same exact thing, but it's not. It's actually it's a lot. Those are more based on like verbal. You know what I mean? It's like you call someone up and what do you make a year? Oh, I make 80 grand a year. Okay, and what do you got? You know, they might run credit, they might do stuff like that, but it's not. Nothing's really vetted. They don't get all the documentation. They don't get all the paperwork, so it's not as accurate. And that's where I actually fix these. Oftentimes, where someone will get a pre-qualification, they get an offer accepted. And then they go back to their, the lender or the bank or whoever they got it from, and guess what? They don't qualify.
Right.
So then I'll get a phone call, and then I'll go through everything and figure out a way to get it done. But that's the difference. Pre-approvals is I'm going to go through all the paperwork. I'm going to get everything up front, go through all of it, make sure that they qualify 100%, and then send them out shopping, with confidence, so that they're not worried about. They don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and we always tell our buyers, before you even start looking, get the pre-approval, because then we know exactly where you lie, exactly what you can afford, exactly what we should be looking at. You're not looking at things that are way out of your price range, or you might even be able to afford something more, and you don't know that until you get the pre-approval.
Very true.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just like the credit cards you get in the mail. Pre-qualified for a $100,000 credit
Right,
card.
right.
And you call them up and they give
Yeah.
you, $15,000. But that's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's all based on just like
I think it's
surface
the
stuff.
wording. I think it's that qualified
Yeah.
word
Yeah.
that gets people hung up. But you're right. If you think about it like a credit card, everyone gets those in the mail, even my 16-year-old. It's like she's pre-qualified. She's not really pre-qualified for anything. So there you go. My God.
That is so true. All right, Mike. What are buyers doing wrong right now? Like right now, what are they doing wrong? I'd say, first of all, they're looking at Google and other things instead of talking to a professional, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot, and then people they're doing that same thing where they're waiting for like the perfect scenario. It's just the perfect scenario, and that's information that they're getting off Google. That's information they're getting from friends, family that and a lot of people that A, have never even bought a house before, or B, haven't bought a house for 65 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now it's just a whole different world right now. I mean, even if you look at somebody that bought a house back in, say, the 90s or the early 2000s, like after the mortgage meltdown, everything's completely changed. And that's why, mortgage insurance isn't as bad as everybody makes it out to be. People try to, the 20% thing, people want to save up 20% for a down payment. The reality is there's not a ton of stuff changing. I mean, they haven't, they want to pay all these bills down, pay down $20,000 in bills, save up another $100,000, and they're going to do all this in a year. I mean, if you're making a ton of money, of course, but if you're just working like a regular job, making $70,000, $80,000 a year, then it's probably, the chances of that happening aren't that great. So you're better off just getting in now. Again, mortgage insurance isn't crazy, crazy expensive. You can still get in the house, still afford it, and back to the principle. I mean, you wait for all that stuff to get paid off, you're going to end up paying more money.
Good point. And so what makes a buyer strong from a lender's perspective? So when they come to you, what are you looking for? What is really the criteria?
Honestly, if they get me all that paperwork, that's like the biggest thing. Get me all the documentation so that I can send them out with a pre-approval that has no conditions on it. I mean, I can get anybody's pre-approval to, I can get it absolutely perfect with no conditions, but it's just a matter of getting all that stuff done, get me all the proper documentation. I mean, they're going to need us like at least a 2-year job history. We'll get all the income and stuff straightened out, but yeah, that's probably what... just give me all the stuff I need.
Well, and it's funny because I think this morning at 6 a.m. we had a buyer connecting with us. Mike was texting them. I was on the group text. So we know Mike's there at 6 a.m. and we've chatted on Saturday night at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
you're in too? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're handling this buyer. So get everything, get through that application process with you, and you're there to guide them through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there all the time. So it's, text message, call, it doesn't matter. Just let me know what the...
and you work weekends.
Work weekends. Whatever the holdup is, just let me know. It'll be a lot easier than trying to figure it out with the internet or whatever.
We want to do a quick, rapid fire with you. Just the first thing that comes to your mind when we ask you, what is the best loan program out right now?
I like conventional. That'd be the first thing that comes to mind. More lenient. Mortgage insurance drops off without having to refinance. I like conventional.
Okay. And
they get accepted a lot more.
What would be the biggest myth about mortgages?
The biggest myth. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably say people like waiting for the rates again. It goes back to the rates. For some, I think ever since COVID, we saw 2%. People are so just fixated on interest rates that wait till it drops, wait till it drops, wait till it drops, and then it's backfiring big time.
Right. And one thing that every buyer should do today.
If you're interested in buying a home, you can give me a call. And
All right.
we'll figure it out.
We love that.
Right, because you need a guidance. You need a guide. So to know what you need and what you don't need, what qualifies you and what doesn't. I know when I bought my first home, and of course you're talking eons ago, I was writing on a piece of paper what we made and what I thought we could have. And when I went and saw the professional, it was nothing what I had thought. So and it takes that pressure off, I think. Of the first time home buyer especially. Yeah. If you're thinking about buying anywhere in Plymouth or the South Shore, message us, plan, and we will connect you with Mike from Radius Mortgage, and he'll map out exactly what is needed for you to be able to buy your home. So thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank
you, Mike.
Just so that you know, we also have a full Plymouth County buyer guide, breaking all of the steps down, working with Mike, and just message guide. So whether you message plan, we'll connect you right with Michael to get some answers on your own personal situation, or guide, we'll send you the guide over so you don't even have to talk to us. But thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.